Wow! Punch this, Herbie. Here's your ice cream, Herbie.
The Incredible Hulk Instant Muscles. You pump them up yourself. From Remco.
Tony Curtis, tomorrow on the 4:30 movie.
I'm Reggie Jackson, and there are two things that my dad always taught me. Look out for the right-handed pitcher who throws a slider, but second, and more important, remember that kids are people too. Now here's the star of our show, Michael Young. Whoa! Ha! I made it one time. How you doing? I'm Michael Young, and today on Kids Are People Too, we have a show that is packed with superstars. You just saw one of the biggest heroes in the sports world, and later on in the show, he's going to show us some of his famous slugging secrets. I'm talking about the one and only Reggie Jackson. And we're going to play a game with a man who's been striking people out for 29 years. It's a game that we've all played at one time or another, but I bet you've never played it his way. He's Lou Goldstein, the original Simon Says. Yeah. And you're also going to meet a man named Billy, whose older brother Jimmy just happens to be the President of the United States. And he's that strong-minded individualist, Billy Carter. Oh, listen, I want you to take a look at some more pictures right now and see if you recognize anyone. Did you ever see this guy before? No? All right, how about this one? All right, how about the third one? No? Well, how about this fourth guy? Yeah, well, that's a face you can't forget. In fact, the first three guys have gone out of their way to make sure we don't forget the face of the fourth. He's Alfred E. Newman, and they're part of the gang over at Mad Magazine. Now, look at that lop-eared, crazy-headed guy. He's been showing up on the covers of magazines for over 25 years. And you know what? No matter what happens in the world, Alfred's attitude never changes. He always has the same comment on top of his tooth-gapped smirk. What? Me worry? Well, the staff behind Mad Magazine, they have the same attitude. They don't care, and they never did. And that's why they can write articles like this. Fiddler made a goof. Rockhead. Jawed. the planet that went ape. The Odd Father. And the poop-sided down adventure. That must have been some morning after. Anyway, let's welcome Mad Magazine's editor, Al Feldstein, associate editor, Nick Meglin, and writer, Dick DiBartolo, the men behind the face of Alfred E. Newman. Hey. Come on up and join me on the block. There we go. Hey. You know, I just figured out why you guys... I figured out why you're so crazy. On the bottom of these blocks, it says Mad. That would be Meglin, Al, and Dick, right? How did you happen to choose Alfred E. Newman as your symbol?
Well, he kind of symbolized what the magazine was all about.
What?
Well, the whole world is going crazy, and the way to fight it off is to maintain your sense of humor. He's been around for years, and we just kind of adopted him as our mascot. We felt that he kind of symbolized the philosophy of the magazine.
You mean that character's face has been around?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
I mean, where? I never saw it before, man.
Well, after we adopted him as our mascot, out of the woodwork came all of the copyright owners of various faces like him that had published them on postcards and things like that. And they all wanted a piece of the action. So we had to go back and trace Alfred's origin, and we found him.
Now, we have a picture there on the monitor. Is that one of the...
That's the original one that we found. It was a painless dentist slide for a Nickelodeon. When he used to go into the Nickelodeons and watch slideshows. And this was a slide for a painless dentist. Said it didn't hurt a bit. I don't know whether you could read. He was pointing to the...
Did you ever find anybody who looked like Alfred E. Newman?
Not until we met you, Mike.
There's no gap in this tooth, I promise.
There will be after the show.
No, seriously. Have you ever run across anybody you thought really looked like him?
Well, we always get postcards and letters in from people, especially from the mothers. It's a pity, really. The mothers are always saying, well, doesn't my kid look like Alfred E. Newman? I guess they want us to buy him and hire him for a movie or something. I don't know.
Now, who is this? This looks awful. Another picture on our monitor.
Well, somebody wrote in and said that Prince Charles, when he was 12 years old, I mean, that's quite a while ago.
That's Prince Charles?
That's Prince Charles, yes. Said that
he looked like Alfred.
It looked like. And then we got a letter from Buckingham Palace on Buckingham Palace Stationery.
Right.
And it said, I do not absolutely look like Alfred E. Newman. You can jolly well stow it. Charles P.
Seriously?
Seriously. And we had it investigated, and we decided that it was a legitimate letter because you have to know a little bit about British royalty to know that he would sign a Charles Princeps.
Isn't that something? That's great. What was the best-selling issue that you ever had, Dick?
The Poseidon. I brought another copy of it with me. The Poseidon adventure issue, a takeoff on the disaster movie Poseidon. Upside Down.
Right.
Sold close to 3 million copies. And, you think it's all fun and games up at MAD, but we have a lot of serious stuff, too. I have the Poseidon issue here.
That's mine.
Leave it. Upside Down, which was one of the only issues that Alfred E. Newman was kind of absent from the issue. I mean, he's there, but he's
everybody
like down.
recognizes
That's true. Everybody recognized his sneakers.
Well, why do you think it sold so many? Just the particular story got it?
I think when you get hit movies, people love to read the satires. Irwin Allen, the producer of that movie, actually wrote in and bought 100 copies for the staff because
his legal staff.
His legal staff.
His legal staff, right. Him to read it, they were suing you, right?
Right. Because the cast loves to read satires on their own stuff.
I think these guys are really weird, don't you think so? They're great. That's weird in a wonderful way. Would you be willing to answer questions from our audience?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Well, you're gonna anyway. Got some questions, everybody? All right. Who's got one down here? All right, jump up. Tell us who you are.
Debbie Snow.
All right, Debbie Ann.
Why did you use Alfred E. Newman for the cover of Mad magazine?
He looked like the kind of person that would symbolize MAD and the philosophy of MAD, which is don't worry about anything, even though the world is going crazy. Just maintain your sense of humor.
All right, stand up. Tell us who you are.
I'm Patty Manrose.
All right, Penny, go.
Okay, what's the best way to get started to write comedy?
Buy a typewriter.
And then after that?
And then after that, you can buy a book called The Writer's Digest. It lists every magazine in the address and who you can send stuff to. And just start writing away.
And if you write to MAD and you have a great idea, please enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Hey, we've all been reading Mad Magazine for a long time, and we really want to thank Nick Meglin and Al Feldstein and Dick DeBartolo for giving us so much pleasure for so long. Yeah. And don't go away, because later in the show, we're going to be talking to the president's brother, Billy Carter, and next, Reggie Jackson's coming up to bat. Should be a hit right here on Kids Are People Too. Yay! Competitions around the world for the last 29 years. He's a regular on the ABC Superstars, so let's give a big welcome to Lou Goldstein. What's the matter? Oh. Okay, being funny with me, aren't you? Simon Says, let's welcome Lou Goldstein.
You know the command.
Oh, Lou, you'd think I'd learn. You'd think I'd learn.
I don't move unless I hear it.
Okay. Wait, I got the first question for you. Now, you ready for this? Why Simon says? Why not Michael says, Fred says, you know, Sally says?
Well, Mike originally used to be called O'Grady Says.
Was it seriously?
That's right, O'Grady Says. But Simon Says is easier to fool people. It sounds like one word.
Ah, so they don't pick it up as
They don't pick it up as fast.
O'Grady says. I can see why
See,
they
for
changed it.
example, I'll show you.
All right.
Come on over here.
All right.
You're out. Simon didn't tell you to do it. Now, do you understand?
Oh, no.
See how fast it goes?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. What about this audience? You think they could play Simon Says?
Oh, they're super.
How about giving us a test here and testing a few
All
of them?
righty.
All right? We go
Simon
into the
Says, let's try it. Simon says, sit up straight. Simon says, it's all commands, all requests, all statements preceded by Simon Says you obey. Any other command you don't. Now everybody, Simon Says, clap your hands once. A little pep again. You're out. Now do you understand the game? Those who didn't do it, raise your hand. Now you're out. So what's the difference? You understand? Now everybody, Simon Says, everybody, come on, Simon Says, place your hands on your shoulders. Simon Says, hands down. Don't be scared. Have fun, kid. Simon Says, everybody, place your hands on your hips. Look at your hips. Simon Says, shoulders blaze. Simon Says, overhead stretch. And have a little fun. Simon Says, wave your hand. Hold it. Keep waving. Nobody's suing you. Cheat a little. So what? Simon Says, hold it. Hands down. You're all out. Simon Says, hands down. Please be honest. Since I started, who didn't make one mistake? Raise your hand. Now you're out. Now do you understand? Mike.
Yes.
Suppose we get a few of the guys.
Why don't you go grab a few from my audience and bring it back on stage?
The five kids, let's go. The five eyes, let's go. You. Here we go. And how about the superstars?
Why don't we have some superstars from our show out here to join these people, right?
Out here.
All right, let's bring out the people from Mad Magazine, Dick DiBartolo, Nick Meglin, Al Philstein.
You come over.
All right.
On this red line.
And the Bat Boy from the New York Yankees, Jimmy Plattner.
That's right.
Billy Carter.
Get behind them.
Billy Carter and Reggie Jackson.
All right, ready?
Tell us where we're going to stand.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
I want you in the game.
You want? No. I'll stand and watch because I'll lose.
I'm glad you arrived on time.
Reggie's here.
All righty. Simon Says, Reggie, get behind him. Simon Says, over here. Simon Says, young man, get behind him. He'll be leaving first. This way you'll hide. Simon Says, over here. Simon Says, get behind Al. Jimmy, get behind him. Billy Carter, you come over here. Billy boy. Simon Says, back up a little. Simon Says, over there. Simon Says, get behind Reggie, you'll be safer. Simon Says, now. Simon Says, forward stretch. Simon Says, young man, get behind that young man. Simon Says today. Simon Says, touch the shoulder blades of the one in front. Go. Simon Says, back up a little. No, not all of you. Simon Says, you come up. Simon Says, just stretch. Simon Says, hands down. Are you scared, Reg?
Yeah.
You're out. No, Reg. Anybody who can do what you did, you got a chance. Simon Says, shoulders face. Simon Says, hands down. Move a little to right. You're out again. Now, do you understand? I'll tell you what, Mike, one chance. Come on back. You're out again. Now, do you understand? Simon Says, walking in place. Going again. One thing you are, consistent. Simon Says, left. Peace. Left is the other way, Mike. Mike. You're not out. Simon Says, right. Peace. Simon Says, hold it. We're facing the front, kid. Simon Says, that's place. Simon Says, everybody bend back. One, back is the other way, Reggie. Reggie, back is the other way. Reggie, you're not out. 2 in a row. You hit 3 home runs in a row, we'll go for that. Simon Says, up 2, hands down. You're out. Have a nice trip. Take his place. You can go with him. Simon Says, over here. Simon Says, over here. Simon Says, over here. You can put your hands down, Mike. Simon Says, put your hands down, Mike. What's your last name? Simon Says, your last name.
Young.
Oh, say it loud. You're terrific. Shake it. You're out. There we go. Simon Says, over here. You can put your hands down. Simon Says, put your hands up. That's up. You're out. Here we go. You can move to the side. Simon Says, over to the side. Simon Says, forward stretch. Simon Says, hands down. Forward stretch 1. Simon says forward stretch 1. Over here 2. Nobody saw you, don't worry. Over here 2. That's all right, you got a niche. Simon says over here 2. Wave your hands. If you're waving, just stop. Simon says hands down. Move a little to your right. You're terrific. Shake. Simon. So long. Over here, Billy. Now you're out. But wait a minute. Can you put the president's brother out? Billy, come on back. I'll give you a chance. Simon says, come on back. Billy, you scared? Simon says, are you scared? No. Say it loud. You're terrific. Shake. You're out. Go on, Billy. Simon says, over to your right. Simon says, over to your right. Over here, young man. Simon says, over here. Simon says, over. Smile. You're out. That's it. Bye-bye. Let's go. Simon says, you're out. Simon says, over here. Simon says, over. Smile. Simon says, smile. Simon says, move over to your right. Simon says, you young man, take a deep breath. In. Out. Well, we'll see how long he holds it. Simon says, out. Over to your right. Simon says, move over to your left. That's your left. Have a nice trip. That's it. That's it. You got the rhythm. Simon says, over here, Reg. Don't worry, Reggie. You will win. Simon says, over to your right. 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 Smile. Simon says, smile. Simon says, over to your right. Here we go. Simon says, hips place. Simon says, hands down. Sir, with your speed, you need his home runs. Hips place. Simon says, hips place. You can put your hands down. Simon says, put your hands up. That's up. Have a nice trip. That's it. Put your hands down. Simon says, put your hands up. That's up. You can go too. Simon says, now over here. Simon says, face each other. Simon says, this is your name. Simon said, Lisa. Simon says, your name? Reggie. Simon says, this is superstar. Reggie against Lisa. Simon says, grip each other's right hand. Simon says, shake. Simon says, shake hard. Hold it. You're both out. It's a tie. It's a tie. Am I right? Simon says, give him a kiss. It's a tie.
Thank you, that is really good. Well, I think we learned something, got some good advice there. Discipline, right, Reggie?
You know, Mike and Lou and Lisa, and all the people listening and all the kids in the audience, I've probably been at I'd say 10 different places with Lou. I've seen him run his thing 10 to 15 times, and I have never seen anyone beat him. And you can go slow, you can think, you can try, but he gets you with his stop shaking, or Simon says, put your hand up, and you go down, you know?
Okay, let's get some good advice from our friends Alex and Annie.
No, Michael.
What?
Simon says, let's get some good advice from our friends Alex and Annie.
Some people never learn. Here's Alex and Annie.
Well, I have a lot of fat around here.
Oh, yeah? You want to firm that up?
Yeah. And I want to tighten it up.
It comes off, the summer slips by, and it is seems like...
Introducing new Uniflow motor oil. It can increase gas mileage an average of 15 extra miles per tank full. But new Uniflow has another dimension. Increased engine protection, because it helps parts stay cleaner longer. It's like getting 2 oils in one. Tough new Uniflow from Exxon. Change to it and join the drive for better mileage.
Only in New York can you find the offices of America's most elusive presidential candidate. 13 stories above Madison Avenue is the campaign headquarters for independent Alfred E. Newman. And here are some random thoughts on the Newman campaign from manager Dick DiBartolo.
We have faced up to the fact that Alfred is the dark horse candidate. We have about 4,000 dark horses who have promised their support already. So we feel that we have a good shot at this. I made 3 phone calls this morning. That's why the 30 cents is here. We do everything is on. 3 phone calls,
2 out of the 3 we got endorsements. Carol Burnett, everybody knows Carol Burnett.
Yes.
Carol Burnett's cook is voting for Alfred E. Newman. Clint Eastwood, big box office hit.
Indeed.
Clint Eastwood's chauffeur said, better than 50-50, he's voting for Alfred. I mean, we have hardly scratched the surface. Alfred is going to do something that no other candidate has done. We were not going to actually talk about this, but I'll tell you about it.
Great.
Alfred's paying $10 a vote. Flat, no questions asked, $10 a vote. Cash, any place you want, street corners, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, you got it. I mean, we have only been campaigning now for 3 months, and the mail, where is the mail? Well, there's a letter here somewhere, but it's coming in every day. We had one come in yesterday, one come in Saturday. It's just, I mean, it's a landslide. Alfred was under it, by the way, but he's all right now. Alfred has bought 7 voting booths. He hired 100 people at $3 an hour, and they are in those booths at this very moment voting away for Alfred. So we feel by the time Election Day rolls around, we'll have 2-3 million votes already.
A 40-year-old Brooklyn guy who never grew up, but who's making a living at it, only in New York. Back in a moment.
Fashions that work at Gimbel's. A classic blazer, crisp.
Clunky of the potatoes. No, it's hard, because they're here.
Great adventure, take a journey of the heart. Leave all time and cares behind you in a world that's worlds apart. Come together at Great Adventure, sharing love and fantasy. Where else can you find such magic rides and shows like these? So come together at Great Adventure and share the moment in your heart.
Check this Sunday's local newspaper for money-saving coupons.
New York's Hot Gossips, Wednesday on 7:30 Magazine.
From Television City in Hollywood, the offbeat, fascinating, and funny ways America makes a living on That's My Line. This man has only a 4th grade education, yet he has taken an old car, a bicycle pump, and baby buggy, and built his own airplane. He's a wacky inventor. That's his line. This man is banned from almost every casino in Vegas because he's won over $1 million at blackjack. Tonight, he'll risk $25,000 of his own money in a high-stakes blackjack game. He's a professional gambler. That's his line. This man is teaching these students how to throw punches, fall off horses, and leap off buildings. Tonight, he'll give our own Terry Millerick a crash course in how to be a stuntman. He's a Hollywood stunt school instructor. That's his line. You will meet these people and more tonight on That's My Line, starring Bob Barker.
Thank you and good evening. Welcome to That's My Line. I want to talk with you a moment about inventions. Have one right here. You know what that is? That's called a fasting mask. You see, you wear this. You got the idea already, I can tell. You can't eat a thing, you see. You're bound to lose weight. And you only need one in the family because when you're wearing this, you look so bad no one else can eat either at the table. But tonight, you're going to see a whole raft of wacky inventions on our show. Right now, though, I'd like to have you meet our own inventive reporters, Suzanne Childs and T.U. Leak. I do not know who your friend is, but she has lost too much weight.
Bob, you were talking about inventions, and this is one of the latest. It's a dust mop. It's made of the finest mink, and it's actually sold for cleaning.
Can't you imagine some fella says to his wife, I'm going to get you a mink, and he brings this thing home? to you, I hope you have something more practical for us.
Well, as long as we're talking about inventions tonight, I'd like to tell you about a man named Jack Andrews. He's invented a lot of things, and his prized project is his own airplane.
Sounds like he's one of the Wright brothers.
More like one of the wrong brothers. When I asked him if he was a real whiz, he said,
I can invent anything. This is an air compressor that I built out of the parts of an ice box. This is a rotary lawnmower that I built, and it's all automatic. And I pull it with my tractor.
You're an inventor, and these are all your inventions, huh?
No, there's one more thing.
Oh?
I got an airplane that I built myself, and it was really something. This is my lifelong dream, and I've got everything in that thing from a bicycle to a baby buggy. And I've got electric lawnmower gears in it, and everything works on it.
Well, now what's that?
That's the engine, the power plant. Come out of a car, a Corvair.
Well, weren't you afraid that it might not work?
No. No, I wasn't afraid of it. Because I had the cars, and if they work on the ground, they damn sure work in the air because the air's cool, and they never get hot.
Well, this sounded real hot, but I wasn't so cool on the idea. I sure wasn't going to get in that buggy till I saw it fly. Now, Jack, you're really sure that you're going to fly, huh?
Yeah. Sure.
Jack never took a flying lesson in his life, so stand back now and watch out for the propeller. Good start. It's moving. This is really exciting. It's history in the making. If Jack's right, you're about to see the takeoff of the world's first flying Corvair. Jack, it didn't fly. What's the problem?
It'll fly by itself if you get up in the air. I was born to fly. I knew that. My big dream in life was to own an airplane that I built that would fly.
There she goes again. Here she comes again. Jack should be able to get this baby off the ground any second now. Maybe not. Jack's taking a shortcut through the bushes to the runway. And now a quick stop to restart the engine.
And I don't have no parachute. Because I had that much confidence in myself.
Right, Jack, and I feel perfectly safe taking a bath without a life jacket. Come on, up and away. So far, this plane has been down, and around.
Well, the farthest I've flown, I don't really know. I'd say a couple of miles. That's been up and down the runway.
Why didn't it fly, Jack?
Well, the reason was it was just too rough.
Well, Jack did invent something. The world's safest airplane. Because it never gets off the ground.
I think Jack has invented a great solution to the problem of bad food on airlines. The way he flies, he can just taxi into a truck stop and get some decent food, can't he? You'll see more unusual inventors and inventions later in the show. We'll be right back after this inventive message.
Coming up next on That's My Line, a Hollywood agent who handles some of the most famous faces in Hollywood. You'll meet him and some of his star clients. So don't go away.
Hey, where's that Colonel's place? Colonel Sanders, back there a couple of miles.
Deep fried chicken wings, they say?
Even better. He does something real special to it.
It looks good.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, you can still get chicken cooked the Colonel's special way with 11 herbs and spices. Original recipe. Lots of places cook chicken today, but no one's come close to the Colonel's original recipe.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Yes, sir. The package will be on your desk tomorrow, and I say that with the utmost confidence. I will take care of it. How will I take care of it? I don't know how I'm going to take care of it if I knew how.
When it comes to sending a package somewhere overnight, most forceful executives become as helpless as a 2-year-old.
You'll take care of it?
And as a secretary, you have to take care of them.
How will you take care of it? How do you
just call Federal Express.
Oh.
Federal Express, when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
Everyone knows that Hollywood stars are very important to the entertainment business, but you may not realize that the agent for Hollywood stars is also very important. And an agent who handles a lot of the top names is a powerful force indeed. Right now, I'd like to have you meet a man who runs one of the most famous celebrity organizations in the entire world. Please say hello to Ron Smith. Now, how many clients do you have, Ron?
We now have 1,100 clients. They're based all over the world. Our main offices are here in Hollywood, and we have people all over the country and the world.
Now, 1,100 clients. That's a tremendous roster. Any big names among your clients?
Yes, in fact, we do have some here tonight, and I think the first gentleman needs no introduction.
No introduction for him. Let's have him join. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Davis Jr. I'm one of your biggest fans.
Wait,
I love your acting. I have every record you ever made. I love your dancing.
Wait a minute.
I've seen your show in Las Vegas.
Will you wait a minute?
Yes, what, Sammy?
I am not Sammy Davis.
You're not Sammy?
I am not Sammy Davis.
Who are you?
I am Crumpton, John Crumpton.
Did you know that this was not Sammy Davis?
Bob, I told you we had some famous faces. I didn't tell you famous names.
Well, what kind of an agency do you have?
Actually, Bob, I'm the president of an organization called Ron Smith Celebrity Lookalikes, and we have lots of famous faces that are based throughout the world.
Lookalikes?
Yeah, that's
Lookalikes. And you are certainly a lookalike of Sammy Davis Jr. Now, where do these people work? Where do you get them jobs?
We do everything from conventions. We work with advertising agencies. We do commercials. Basically, anything the star can do, our lookalikes can do at a much more reasonable rate.
And I'll bet you'd like to meet some more of his stars, wouldn't you? Sammy, step right over here, will you please? I know there are fans here of Marie Osmond. And to tickle your funny bone, how about Woody Allen? All right. Special treat for you ladies in the house and watching on television. Yes, indeedy, Robert Redford. Now, let's find out who they really are. Your name is?
Randy Early.
Randy, what do you do?
I work for G&F Landscaping in Fontana, California.
And looking as much like Robert Redford as you do, how about girls? How do you get along with girls?
Well, let's just say I don't have any trouble.
I bet you don't. What's your name?
My name is Phil Boroff.
Phil, what do you do?
I'm an actor and a director and an acting teacher, and I'm also an international sex symbol.
You are that. I could tell from the squeals when you came out on stage. Now, what's your name?
My name is Yolanda Morales.
And Yolanda, what do you do?
I work at Monterey Park Hospital and the Medical Records Department.
Have you ever met Marie Osmond?
Oh, yes. It was something else. When she first saw me, she goes, wow, it's like looking into a mirror, you know?
That's what I was going to say. What was her reaction? Because you look amazingly like her.
Oh, yeah. Everywhere I go, it's something else. People stop me. They ask me for autographs, and I say, no, I'm not Marie. I'm not Marie.
That's a good sign, isn't it, Ron?
Yeah.
Now, you said that you have famous lookalikes or lookalikes of famous people from all walks of life. You have someone else for us?
Yes, we do. In fact, I just signed them to a 4-year contract.
and I'm thinking of extending it to 8.
Perhaps 8. Look who we have here. What is your name, sir?
My real name is David Becker.
And when you are not impersonating the president, what do you do?
I'm a security officer.
And you are?
I'm Marcia Adams.
And you?
I'm a housewife.
And you make a lovely couple. But to prove that we are bipartisan here on That's My Line, look who we have here. Look-alike. Now, what is your name, sir?
My name is Ed Beheeler.
Ed Beheeler, what do you do?
I'm retired.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you know, as I look around here, I tell you, this is the best Hollywood party I've been to in a long time. And I want to thank you for making it possible. But before I say goodbye, I want you to know that I am not really Bob Barker. But I want you to know that the real Bob Barker will be back with more of That's My Line after these messages. That guy's fantastic. Maybe too good.
Coming up next on That's My Line, Gary Millerick takes a course in how to be a Hollywood stuntman. So don't go away.
The donuts you find in a supermarket are usually made by machine. At Dunkin' Donuts, we make ours by hand. In the store, you have 5 or 6 varieties to choose from. We give you 52. In the supermarket, you don't really know how old the donuts are. We make donuts night and day. Why do we do all this? Because it's easier for you to buy donuts in the supermarket than to make a special stop at Dunkin' Donuts. So we make it worth the trip.
They'll be here soon. And your legs, they look so silky. Are those silk stockings?
No, they're sheer elegance pantyhose, new from Legs. They look and feel like real silk.
Ooh, they're soft and smooth like silk and so sheer and luxurious.
You look terrific.
It's sheer elegance.
Leave it to Legs.
Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
New sheer elegance looks and feels like real silk.
Today at the Masters, 5-time winner Jack Nicklaus in the lead at the start of the round faced a stiff challenge from Tom Watson. Watson overtook him and at the end of play leads the Golden Bear by only 1 stroke. Who will be this year's champion? Find out tomorrow starting at 3:30 Eastern on CBS Sports.
Next Saturday, Hollywood honors a living legend.
Putting on the top hat.
A glittering cast of stars joins the American Film Institute to salute Fred Astaire next Saturday.
In the course of trying out other people's occupations, our man in the field, Kerry Millerick, has been going to many, many different schools. But this week, he went to the School of Hard Knocks. And if you don't believe me, just watch.
They told me the teacher at this school was strict. Now this is strict. I suppose I shouldn't have been surprised, though, since this was a stunt school.
Down, timing. Now you will kick. Boom. Perfect.
Jim Kahana teaches one of the few courses anywhere in the world where it's okay to punch out your classmates as long as you don't hurt them. His stunt school is the only one in the country accredited by state and federal agencies.
Okay, exaggerate more. Exaggerate.
I was only in this school because my producers wanted me to come up with some incredible feats like you see on some of those other shows.
Okay, here we go. Good. Okay, perfect.
My first lesson was a mere hop, skip, and a jump. But the kind of jump my boss wanted me to do, I had to see to believe.
Perfect. Perfect fall.
Normally, when a big star has to do a high fall, he gets all the way to just before the jump, and then they substitute a stunt double. So, who does the jump when a star the stature of a Kerry Millerick finally makes it 50 feet in the air? You guessed it. Oh, is this for real, people? Or am I just kidding myself? Standing up and looking around from 50 feet above the ground, there's one thing I know I want. I want my mommy.
You're ready to go. You just go. You take your own cue.
If I take my own time, the sun is going to be slowly setting in the west. What do you say to yourself just before you go?
Just go.
Goodbye, world. Okay. This is it. Oh, no! The airbag broke my high fall and kept me from splattering. Then they told me I had to come up with something more shattering.
Okay, you guys. I want everybody over here. Everybody come over here.
All day long, I was afraid of my fellow students thinking I was chicken. Now I was afraid of ending up like chicken salad.
What I want you to do is run, jump on the trampoline, and go right through the pain glass.
Don't say pain. Okay. I broke through the breakaway glass without breaking any bones, but incredibly enough, my boss still wasn't impressed, so I thought I'd throw an amazing animal into the act. Watching this cowpoke learn how to look like he's being shot off a horse, I discovered that they first padded him up like crazy, then fastened him to a fence post with a special harness.
Oh, okay.
How did I get roped into this? Are you sure John Wayne started like this?
Let's see if you can walk like him.
I'll just mosey on back.
Be back in a minute.
All right.
With stunts like this, no wonder Michael Landon moseyed off the Ponderosa into the little house on the prairie.
Boy.
What's this thing called, anyway?
That is called a jerk-off jacket. It's for pulling you off. And that's how
Pulling jerks off a horse. What could go wrong here? I hate to ask that, but...
we won't know until it happens.
Nobody warned me that if the horse decided to slow down, it wouldn't have quite the same dramatic impact. Perfect. One-point landing. Smart horse does not want to drive into gunfire. Stupid person goes into gunfire. Where is that horse? Nothing to it.
You landed perfect. Just perfect.
What do you guys get paid for that?
About $1,000.
$1,000?
Right.
Boss, $1,000.
Broke that school's record for learning the most stunts in the shortest period of time. We hope that's all he broke. If any of you people out there have any sort of record-breaking occupation or an occupation that's just plain unusual, we'd like to hear about it. Who knows? It might be just the sort of thing that will bring you to this very stage. Here's where to write us. That's my line. Post Office Box 5C, Hollywood, California, 90028.
You're about to meet a man who is a master of disguises. He's not an actor, nor is he on the run from the police. I think you'll find the three faces of Ken fascinating. This is Billy Williams, a cowboy from Reno, banned from almost every casino in Las Vegas. This is Dr. John Wasserman, a psychiatrist from Phoenix, banned from almost every casino in Vegas. And this is Jay Weatherton, a stockbroker from Los Angeles, banned from almost every casino in Vegas. And why are these three men banned from Las Vegas? Because they are all this man, Ken Houston, a master blackjack gambler who has taken casinos for over $1 million in cash. No wonder they banned him. That's My Line has arranged with the Treasury Hotel for Ken Houston to play the house in a $50,000 blackjack competition. That's why today he can walk into this casino without a disguise. Ken used to have a high-paying job as a successful stockbroker, but he gave it up because this job pays even more. Now keep in mind, Ken is putting up $25,000 of his own money. But if he wins, he could go home with $25,000 of the Treasury's money.
Are you nervous? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's go get him.
Hey.
Did you bring your money with you?
Yes, I got it. 25,000.
$25,000. There's my $25,000. I'm going to give this money to security for safekeeping. Kenny, best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
And the best man wins.
Yeah, sure. Each of these chips are worth $100, and the pile of chips in front of me that you see is worth $25,000. My system works this way. I keep track of the cards as they're dealt. And I also keep track of the kinds of cards that are left in the undealt pack. When there are a greater number of tens and aces, I tend to bet bigger because the edge is in my favor. When there are more small cards, I bet smaller because the edge is in the house's favor. Okay, the match is about to begin. I have no edge over the house, so I'm going to make a minimum bet of $200. She deals me the hand. I've got a 10 and a 5, a 15, so I stay. She has 17. She beats me. But there are 4 little cards out and 1 big one. The edge is now in my favor, so it's time to make a big bet. I'm betting $1,000. I got a 15. I want her to bust. All right, she got the picture card and busted. I win the $1,000. I guess we're ready to go again, huh? I've been playing about 15 minutes now, and I'm up $2,150, which is more than I really should be earning. I imagine this game is probably about a $1,000 an hour game. I really don't consider myself a gambler. I never bet on a football game or play poker or go to the track. Blackjack to me is a business because I know I have the mathematical edge, and I play in accordance with that mathematical edge. Okay. I've got a 10. The rules allow me to double my bet, but I can only take 1 card. The deck is rich in picture cards. I double my bet. I've got $2,000 out there. I've got the 10. And I won the hand, $2,000. Very much in my favor right now, so I'm betting $1,000. Hey, blackjack. It's the nicest word in the English language. The odds are in my favor, so I'd bet $1,000, the maximum. And the payoff is $1,500 win on 1 hand. I'm up $8,500 now. I've been very lucky, much more than average, but if things continue at this rate, I could be out of here in an hour or so with my $25,000.
You see Ken in the driver's seat. So far, he's $8,000 ahead. And we'll be back with the dramatic conclusion to Ken's $50,000 blackjack challenge after these messages.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with lots more of That's My Line.
8 a.m. Susan Lloyd starts cooking sausage for breakfast. At the same time, Pam Walters starts her sausage.
The brown and served's ready. Wait, be patient.
The Walters are enjoying Swift Premium Brown and Serve sausage. Pre-cooked, just 5 minutes from sizzle to serve. Juicy and delicious, real meaty sausage. So, when you want great-tasting sausage, why wait? Have Swift Premium Brown and Serve.
Great taste without the weight.
It's no secret a lot of people believe American cars aren't built as well as Japanese or European cars. Well, I'd like to take you through this factory to show you the spirit of our workers, the level of our technology, the quality of our cars. Then no one can say our cars don't stack up. We can't take all of you through this plant, but we can give you $50 to test drive and compare our cars to qualifying competitive cars, and we'll pay you no matter whose car you buy. We're not foolish, we're confident.
the new Chrysler Corporation.
That's My Line will continue with the dramatic outcome of the $50,000 Blackjack Challenge and some innovative inventions.
Monday, Private Benjamin learns how to fly.
A parachute into a swamp?
But will she bungle her jungle training?
Jump, soldier!
Starting Monday for 1 week, a new concept in daytime TV. Real life stories, families undergoing crises and change, a family rebuilding in the wake of a heart attack and bankruptcy, a strong traditional marriage, and another family faces the uncertainty of a third marriage. Hosts Barbara Feldon and Tom Cottle explore the drama of real life. Starting Monday.
This is CBS.
Don't just sit there. Come on and play.
There are millions of prizes to win in McDonald's $10 million Build-A-Big Mac game.
In Japan, land of cameras, one company has consistently made some of the biggest innovations and some of the smallest. Pentax.
Around this town, one name stands out, whether you choose butter, margarine, or both. Hotel Bar, freedom of choice.
A movie star acts out real-life murder, Monday at 5.
Welcome back to That's My Line. Now we're about to go back to the Treasury Casino to see how our professional gambler, Ken Houston, is doing in his $50,000 Blackjack Challenge. Now, remember, when we last saw Ken, he was $8,000 ahead. But since we left him, there's been a dramatic turn of events. Let's get back to the action.
Thanks, Brenda. Thanks a lot. How you doing, Peg?
How are you? Are you winning?
Can't say that I am. In 10 minutes, I went from +8 to -7. 15,000 in 10 minutes. That's more than $1,000 a minute. All right, here we go. This is called digging out in the business. I realize it's possible that I'm going to lose my $25,000 today. People ask me how I feel when I lose, and I say that I've just got to be philosophical about the fact that sometimes you win and sometimes you lose.
21.
Digging out. Hey, welcome
Hello
back.
again.
How you doing?
Waiting for you.
Yeah, okay, I'm here. Barely. I'm down about $22,000 now. Been playing about 4 or 5 hours. And it's discouraging, but that's what happens in this business, and that's probably why there aren't that many players. Okay. Like a fish flopping out of water right now. Okay, Brenda.
You ready?
Boy, you must be tired.
I'm all right.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
In my business, you got to be philosophical. My chances of winning a given session are 56%. My chances of losing are 44%. So there's no way I'm going to win every session. I wish I could. It doesn't look like I'm going to be winning tonight.
20.
If I don't win this hand, I'll only have $175 left. I won't be able to make another bet because the minimum's $200.
21.
That's it, Brenda. I've only got $175 left. Why don't you take it home as a tip?
That's the $50,000 that we agreed to play. $25,000 of yours, $25,000 of mine. Mr. Houston, the money is mine.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, you got it from the kid. Fair and square. I got car fare home though, so.
Ken Houston's pockets may be a little empty. I wouldn't worry too much about him. You see, a Las Vegas casino has hired him to teach others the fine art of gambling. And you know which casino hired him? The Treasury. The very people who just took his $25,000. Hey, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em.
As you know, Suzanne and T.U. usually go out on location to help film our guests. But when the producers mentioned they needed someone to interview a pretty, young, single girl, well, when duty calls, I answer, and I'm awfully glad I did. She brightened up my life and my shoes.
I am a boot black. A friend of mine got me into this. He suggested that I listen to a business opportunity, and after I heard what he had to say, I said I would never shine anybody's shoes.
Where'd you learn?
An old boot black taught me. Now, this fellow's been in business for about 35 years or so.
I noticed that when you put the polish on, you did not use a cloth or a brush. You put it on with your hand. What was the idea?
Well, by using my hand, I can massage the polish into the leather. Also, the body heat helps to melt the polish so that it goes in very well.
Would you recommend this as a good job for young ladies?
I think it's a terrific business opportunity for any woman who wants to really establish themselves in a business.
Who are bigger tippers, the ladies or the jumpers?
Women always tip. However, I've had some occasions where men don't tip.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest tip you've ever had?
$20.
$20?
$20.
You must have given a very good shine.
Best shine in town.
The best shine in Los Angeles. But if you ever go to New Orleans, I'm sure you'll want to look up a man by the name of Clarence Robichaud. Clarence is one of the last practitioners of what may soon be a lost art. He is so remarkable that he was featured in an award-winning documentary. And what you're about to see is from that black and white feature.
I create everything I do is no. I didn't learn it from anyone. I created. I'm the actually creator of it. You understand me? And so you see, most of the fellas that you see pop one of these call themselves popping the rag. They got certain rags they have to have to pop, and they can't play with certain pieces. They say this piece I can play this piece and can't play that piece, but I can play anything. I play anything else, anything that is playable. I can play it with this rag, and I don't have to have an old rag. See, this is a new rag, and take this new rag, see. Yeah, you said nothing, yeah, I got that nothing, yeah. Look at it, yeah. I say, you see the difference? That's the difference in being a professional, understand what I mean, and a non-professional. See, most of the fellas that call themselves rag poppers, they go from the shoulder. That's why they can't pop as accurate as I do it. You see, because the way I does it, it's a little secret, like it's from the wrist. I does it all from the wrist, so I don't have to strain like the average fella do with cracking the rag. That's what makes me the king. So I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. This is what's simple when I'm speaking of this. You see? That's it.
That's My Line cordially invites you to the wildest wedding in the West. Right after this message.
Open a jar of Pizza Quick sauce and open your own pizzeria.
Ragu Pizza Quick, specially made to turn bread into bubbly fresh pizza.
Open a jar of Pizza Quick sauce and open your own pizzeria.
Ragu Pizza Quick Sauce for crunchy fresh pizza.
Open a jar of Pizza Quick sauce.
Pepperoni, mushroom, traditional sausage.
And open your own pizzeria.
Some creatures were born to run. Others need Fava Olympians. Shock-absorbing, high-performance Fava Olympians. Built for flexibility and heel support. Flared soles for lateral stability. $13 for lightweight nylon and suede. Specially priced for men, women, boys, and girls. $11 for durable man-made. If nature didn't make a runner out of you, maybe new Fava Olympians can.
Hey,
Hey, world, who do you take traveling?
MasterCard and me.
Who do you take shopping?
MasterCard and me.
Who do you take to dinner?
MasterCard and me.
And me.
MasterCard and me. We can do it all.
MasterCard's the only credit card I really need. Anywhere.
MasterCard and me, we can do it all.
Just as I promised, we're about to see some of the newest inventions in the nation and meet some of the people who invented them. But I would like to find someone in our studio audience who will help me demonstrate an invention. Who would help me? Who would be so kind? This gentleman right here with the red beard. Will you step out here to me, sir? Step right out here and tell me who you are.
Dale Fullen.
Dell?
Dale.
Dell Fullen, and you are from where?
Houston, Texas.
And what do you do?
I'm an attorney.
Sit down. No. Dell, I think you might be ideal to help me out. Do you ever go camping?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Yes, sir.
Follow me up here onto this stage, Dell, please. Here we go. Come on, Dell, let's go up on stage. I have an invention here from Lowell Norman of Palo Alto, California. It's a two-man tent. There it is. And it is that compact. I want you to pick it up, and it will just open up, and there is a two-man tent. There you go, Dell. Get it up there. Set it up. I'll help you. The dark part is the floor. Get that down on the floor there. And ladies and gentlemen, over on the other side there, Dell, will you please? Dell, are you deliberately trying to make this difficult? Get over there. Get over there and hold up your side of the tent. Dell. I'm over here. The audience is out there. Dell, there we go. Now, come up to the door here, Dell. Dell, where are you now? Dell? Just that quickly. Now, Bill Walker of our staff did that in about 30 or 40 seconds. In fact, less than that. But, Dell, now I want you to put it away. Okay. Put it back into the compact little pile that it was, and I have the directions right here, and you follow them carefully. To fold speed dome, this is speed dome, to portable size in just seconds. First, unzip the door, it's unzipped, and window so air can escape when folding. Then unstake the speed dome, it's not staked, so you don't have to worry about that. Pull speed dome on its side. Do that down now. Keeping the peak at your chest. Start pushing it downward as shown here in this. You see how just push it downward. Direct it toward the floor section. Go ahead, that's the dark part. Until the upper shape has popped into the lower shape. Start walking toward the peak and start to bring coils together, forming a loop with one hand. Form the loop with one hand. Now push downward with the other hand to move the loop inside. Hurry along there. And the loops will then form automatically. You're doing fine. Adjust the 3 loops to equal size and push air out of the loose material. Get the air out of it. And then set the loops on end. Set the loops on end and roll the speed dome into the stuff sack like... Here, he has it all into the little sack again. Look, I have other inventions to show off. You take this. Now, don't go back to your seat. You take this. You take the tent and go right back there and put it back together, and then we'll have you back and show them how easy it is. Okay? Go ahead. Mr. Seegers is from Institute, West Virginia. And his invention is a fly swatter. Now, I have here a standard fly swatter, and it is used thusly. Now, yours is an improvement on that.
Yes, it is.
I'd like to have you step over here and give us a demonstration. As I understand, you can actually sight with yours. Is that right?
Yes, yes. Peering through this loop.
Well, that is the sight?
You sight your target.
There's the fly. There's the studio audience. There's the lady who's not laughing. Very good. Now, You have an instrument there, though, that goes even beyond that, do you not?
Yes.
Demonstrate, will you, sir?
Well, shall I?
You going to kill this fly
first?
before we
Yes.
leave? Oh, absolutely.
Well,
Get
now
that
I'll
one.
sight through this loop and show you.
Just a moment. Did you see what you did? The lady who wasn't laughing has a fly in her mouth. Now, let's see what else you can do over here, Mr. Seegers. Now, explain just exactly why you wanted that fly mounted there.
Now, if you know this fly is on this side.
Now, just a moment. I couldn't hear you over here. What did you say?
If you know he's on this side and you over here.
Well, I'm over here. I know he's here.
Sneak up on him without disturbing him or running him away.
Now, just a moment. Just a moment. I'm over here, so I know he's there. If you're over there, how'd you know he's here?
Well, I saw him when he flew in. So I'll sneak up.
You're going to show us how to get that fly from over there.
That's right.
Do it. Mr. Seegers, you're our winner. Now I want you to meet Michelle Koneski, Billings, Montana. Will you come right down here beside me, Michelle? Now, Michelle is another inventor. How old are you?
11.
And what grade are you in?
6.
And Michelle, we found out about your invention when one of our researchers read about it in the newspaper, and some of you may have read about it in the newspaper. It's become famous. You invented a burglar alarm, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to know that this is a dog back here, and this represents a live dog, sleeping, down like this. It's a... Now, in your burglar alarm, well, first I should tell you that this is a very, very scientific invention. And you must follow very closely, or you could become lost, and you would never understand the intricacies of her burglar alarm. Now, would you explain, Michelle, exactly how it works?
Okay, the rope is connected to the window.
The rope. Now, let me point out that this is a rope right here. And you say it's connected to the window. That's tied to the window up there. And then what?
It's connected to the dog. And if a
To the collar right here. Yes, okay.
And then if the burglar opens up the window, pulls on the dog, and then the dog can see the burglar and get it.
I realize how complicated that is. Are there questions before we go on? You understand. You see, the window goes up, it pulls on the rope, it awakens the dog. Now, you tried this with your own dog?
No, I don't have a dog.
You and I get out of the way. We'll pretend that we're gone from home, you see? And I think there's a burglar coming right now. Yes, there's a burglar at the window. Now, the burglar raises the window, and look at that. The dog is ready to kill. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being on That's My Life. Bye-bye, Michelle. You have seen 3 inventions. Here is our 4th. Lawrence Bixby of Ocklawaha, Florida, sent us this. Now, if you have ever walked through a room with a ladder with rungs, you know that you can knock over vases, you can knock over lamps, you can break mirrors, you can break the windows, you can make a mess of the room. Not with this. You see, there are no rungs in this ladder. It's just this, and it can be made very compact. And you go right up using these little stirrups, you see? Right up. No rungs in this ladder. Up. Up. We go. Up. We go. The next verse is down we come, down. I'm going to go right on up and show you just how well this works. T.U., now this worked in rehearsal. It really did. But just help me with that bottom foot. Like that. Okay, that's how it works. Now, move the lower one down.
Bob,
Move the right one first.
I'm trying.
To you.
Won't move. You're stuck up there, fella.
Let's not kid around now. To you. Suzanne will introduce the next segment. And props, get me a ladder. With rum.
Recently, I took a trip out west to the desert community of Pioneer Town. I visited a special saloon there, and I want you to see just how wild the West was. Roll 'em, cowboy.
Remember those old TV shoot-'em-ups with Gene Autry and the Sons of the Pioneers riding into a dusty old western town? Well, that was Pioneer Town, and it looks pretty much the same today. There's even a local saloon that's run by Frances Aliba. But when her cowboy customers ride into town, they're not riding horses. They are the 2- and 3-wheeler cowboys of the 80s. And they like what Pioneer Town has to offer: wide open roads and privacy. So every once in a while, for special occasions, these bikers drop by. Now, if you think Frances gets upset by these rough riders, you're wrong.
They're very free people, and they give a lot of love and a lot of things from their hearts. And they find it very difficult to find their little niche in society.
We love her. You know, she's very, very dear to our hearts. Frances has been one of the most uniting factors of Southern California biking.
And uniting is a big part of her line. Frances often turns her cantina into a chapel so her biker customers can celebrate their special occasions.
We've had 23 weddings in the past 5 years.
And today is wedding number 24. Here's the lovely bride coming down the aisle, escorted by the best man. In attendance are friends of the bride and groom, and of course, the preacher, the Reverend J.D. On this special day, Mary Lee is wearing a traditional Levi and vest ensemble with an accent of yellow mum and baby's breath tucked in her hair. In keeping with an afternoon wedding, the groom chose an outfit of leather and hair. And now the nuptials of Mary Lee and Moonhead.
We're gathered here today to unite Moonhead and Mary Lee in holy matrimony. If there's anybody here that feels it shouldn't take place, shut up. It's going to happen anyway. No. Now, Moonhead, take this ring.
Wait a minute, I gotta take the glove off.
Please, Mary Lee, and repeat after me. With this ring.
With this ring.
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
You, Mary Lee.
You, Mary Lee.
Slide it on her finger.
Oh, you guys are going to like each other.
Mary Lee, repeat after me.
Don't you listen to him.
I, Mary Lee.
I, Mary Lee.
Take thee, Moonhead.
Take thee, Moonhead.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
Be my lawful wedded husband.
To love, cherish, and obey.
To love, cherish, and obey.
And keep your motorcycle clean.
And keep your motorcycle clean.
From now on.
From now on.
Now, hey, quiet it down. By the power invested in me, by the state of California, I now pronounce you man and wife.
And following the traditions of a motorcycle wedding, the many friends and relatives of the happy couple were delighted to toast the bride and groom, and to give them their first bridal shower as well. This is one wedding I'll never forget. Seeing 2 people united by their marriage vows, but united even more because they only have one motorcycle. And thanks to Frances Aliba, the sweetest little saloon keeper this side of the Rockies, there goes another happy couple down the highway of life. The newly wedded Mr. and Mrs. Moonhead.
have wonderful news. Del Fullen, the young attorney from Houston, has the tent back together, and I want him to come out and take a bow. Bring it out here, Del. That's great. Directions. Del, you did it. Put it down there just the way it was when we started. Just put it right down there on the floor and show everyone how easy it is. Go ahead. What's the matter? Put it down on the floor, and I want them to see how we started out there. They told me you had it all put back together.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of That's My Line.
I came out here to tell you something important about Country Time. You already know it tastes like good old-fashioned lemonade, and I want to tell you why. The richest flavor in the lemon is right here. You can even smell it. It's zestier and tastier than any other part of the lemon. And it's what gives Country Time lemonade flavored drink its great taste. Natural lemon flavor from real lemons. That's what makes Country Time taste like good old-fashioned lemonade.
Home-baked muffins today, Betty?
Not just today, every day. Because only home baked's good enough for me.
You sure are picky.
Well, for Betty's breakfast, I pick only the best.
I like some Raisin Bran.
Some Raisin Bran, I pick only the best, Post.
I thought the other one was better.
Wrong. Of the leading Raisin Brands, Post tastes best. And you won't find one with more plump, fresh-tasting raisins.
Post Raisin Bran does taste best.
When you're picky about Raisin Bran, you pick the best, Post.
Jackie, guess what? I booked another round-the-world tour.
Great. Have some coffee. Oh. Whoa. Only half a cup? I thought you loved automatic drip coffee. I do. It's the caffeine I can do without. That's why we're drinking Brim decaffeinated coffee. This is Brim? A new kind of Brim, specially developed for automatic coffee makers. Brim automatic drip. To taste this rich, I won't stop at half a cup.
Fill your cup to the rim with Brim, new automatic drip.
This evening, you have been a wonderful audience. Let's say goodnight to Suzanne Childs. Let's say goodnight to T.U. Leak. And this is Bob Barker saying we'll see you next week on That's My Line. Good night, everybody.
At 6:30 Eastern Time, Dan Rather anchors coverage of the scheduled liftoff of the Space Shuttle Columbia. And stay with CBS News for updates throughout the day. Now stay tuned as things get really hot for Riker when he goes undercover to stop a new coast-to-coast arson service. On Riker, next.
I'm your announcer. That's My Line. A Mark Goodson, Bill Coughlin production.
Hi. You know, every year the major networks take millions of dollars and a lot of talent to turn out some real trashy comedies. What we're going to show you is that we can take a couple of dollars and a little bit of talent and turn out some real trashy comedy. Watch.
Dick D bought
say 100 times. Well, maybe 12 times. Okay, so you never heard it before, but you're hearing it now, and you'll be hearing it again. Dick is the man who invented Little League Poker for teenagers. He has helped set the fashion industry back 50 years. And he was recently voted the man television executives would most like to see on radio. But who is Dick DeBartolo?
Probably an Irish setter.
Off the wall, I mean really off the wall.
57 Chevy, Vice President.
Didn't scare me.
Irish setter.
The campaign manager for presidential hopeful Alfred E. Newman.
His campaign headquarters are in Tahiti, South Pacific. And that's where we're taking contributions, just cash only. I tell you, Alfred is going to do something that no other candidate has done. We were not going to actually talk about this, but I'll tell you about it. Right. Alfred's paying $10 a vote. Flat, no questions asked, $10 a vote. Cash, any place you want, street corners, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, you got it.
Can we talk with the candidate?
No, I'm afraid that Alfred has secluded himself. He doesn't, the press has distorted everything he said, and secondly, he is locked himself in the washroom for the 3rd time today.
What kind of man is Alfred? Is Alfred married, by the way?
Alfred is serious. Yeah, Alfred is married and separated, but we don't like to talk about that.
Well, then, should he win the election, I mean, who would move into the White House with him?
Probably a different girl every night.
How does Alfred stand on foreign affairs?
Alfred is going to stick to the girls here in the U.S. for at least the first year. And then, you know, if he's overseas on a junket, what Alfred does, I mean in his own time, is his own business.
That should pretty much do it. Realistically, what do you think the chances are right now?
I don't really have a prayer in hell. But the thing is, the fight is the issue. And also the cash doesn't hurt.
Richard DeBartolo, this is God. I want you to have your own show on cable television.
Amazing. So elegant.
I think an Irish setter.
Wow.
Family picture. So far, we've been on the air for 26 hours. We have raised $100 for the Strawberry Rash Foundation. Everybody would phone in now. Right. Just $1 million pledge. We could meet our goal by tonight.
Dick's had his name on Broadway, but that was when his name was General Electric. He was nominated for an Emmy for Best Performance in Bribing the Academy. Dick takes criticism well, and he's a pussycat if there are any script revisions. But is it all fun and games with Dick? No, Dick is also a serious businessman. He carries an attaché case with his important papers. Audiences love him, especially the older folks. They feel Dick is right on their wavelength. He has them rolling in the aisles. And teenagers, too, adore Dick. They hang on his every word. They bubble over with enthusiasm. People love to watch Dick. They bust with laughter. He's a nose above the others. That's Dick as the interviewee. But what is he like as the interviewer? We'll show you right after this important message.
Are you illiterate? Do you not know how to read and write? Well, if you cannot read and write, get a pencil and paper and write to this address. Boy, am I stupid. 134 Monophonic Drive, Persimmon, Wyoming. Do it today.
If you're paying any attention at all, you know that this is Dick as the interviewee. Now let's see how he handles himself as the interviewer. Shown here with his guest, Mr. Katz. Dick is suave, sophisticated, totally in command of the situation. Dick is always bending over backwards to help those around him. Backstage, things are always in order when Dick works. There's nothing pretentious about Dick. His face is unforgettable, and we suspect his ratings will be just like his body, invisible.
All right, let's take it from the top.
99.9% of the people walking down New York's Madison Avenue have ulcers and nervous tics. They are worried. They've lost control of their lives to big business and big government. The 0.0001% who don't worry and still show signs of life work 13 floors above the avenue at Mad Magazine. Alfred E. Newman mascot, the What Me Worry Kid. The satirical magazine is in its 31st year, and we were after an interview with Mad's publisher, William Gaines. Somewhat of an ogre, we had better luck with Mad's editor, Al Feldstein. Both Al and Bill have been with Mad from the beginning.
You know, as long as the world is going along and crazy things are happening and insanity is present, we're going to react.
Surprisingly, Al is one of only 7 salaried staffers at America's most loved Yuck magazine.
He does really great stuff.
Some 30 freelance writers and artists like Don Martin, Tom Koch, Jack Davis, Angelo Torres, and Larry Siegel, the usual gang of idiots, are freelancers. They live and smirk right alongside their 1.25 million readers.
The reader is feeling put upon by something, and Ned says, hey, guys, you're being put upon by this. And I said, yeah, that's right. They're doing that. Boy, that's right.
We got an entirely different view of the humor magazine in its back offices. Here, unsung artists and other low-paid weirdos thanklessly toiled in dimly lit sweatshops. We knew something was rotten when writer Dick DiBartolo tried to warn us about work conditions.
I just can't keep up with him. I just don't know what he's talking about half the time.
Senior editor Nick Meglin denied everything, but finally put us through to Big Cheese publisher William Gaines.
You cannot control the writers. There's no way to control the writers. This is a writer-oriented magazine. We never assign topics.
I just have to pick up my paycheck. In case you didn't know, we get paid scale.
It became clear why Gaines had tried to avoid us. The poor man may control the purse strings at Mad, but nothing else. His operation is cheaper than the so-called cheap price of his magazine. He won't even sell advertising.
We don't believe in merchandising. We make fun of people who suck every last dime out of a product, and so we won't do it.
Gaines unconvincingly tried to make us believe that he, too, was as hard-working as the rest of his staff. I then asked him if readers resented Mad's $+ price.
I'm sure not.
Ask him something easier.
So I asked him something easier. From whence came Alfred E. Newman?
Well, Alfred is about 100 years old. He was first used, and we've researched this quite a bit, he was first used by a painless dentist in Topeka, whose name was Painless Romaine. And they used the picture of Alfred with the tooth missing, and the legend, it didn't hurt a bit. Subsequently, Alfred popped up with his legend, What Me Worry, which we did not create.
Elfie appeared on postcards and, in the early 50s, joined Mad as a cover boy.
His What Me Worry is deeply philosophical when you think about it.
It does make a lot of sense. But then on our way out through Mad's dingy back office, Dick DiBartolo interrupted one more time.
But I have some inside stuff on how this company really works, you know.
Tomorrow, part 2, the inside story.
Yes.
This guy really...
I want to speak with Di Bartolo. Di
It
Bartolo.
looks like some kind of mad Russian soccer player.
I don't know.
I
heard
he's
he's
famous or something.
I want to talk to Di Bartolo right now.
I've got the Di Bartolo line.
Yes, is he there? We'll get this out right away. What do you have for me, Bob?
The big shots of Mad Magazine won't talk. He just writes the jokes, sends them in, and they print them.
I don't like it. They're hiding something. While doing a story on Mad Magazine, writer Dick DiBartolo promised to spill the beans on how he and Mad come up with its monthly servings of irreverent junk.
But I have some inside stuff on how this company really works, you know?
His temper seemed phony. I checked with his bosses. Bill Gaines, publisher of Mad. Match Game's Gene Rayburn. Yeah, he worked with you on Match Game.
I don't know any Dick DiBartolo. Are you sure you got the right Gene Rayburn?
People were clamming up. We only knew that DiBartolo had also worked for TVs To Tell the Truth and tested racing boats.
He's been with Mad for about 20 years.
Sounds like a case of burnout.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
My investigative staff had done its best, but all I had to go on was DiBartolo's sinister promise of a scoop.
Tomorrow at the Hoboken docks, you'll learn it all.
Dick DiBartolo, huh?
It was immediately obvious that Dick D could flip coins, but I wondered if he was any good at chewing gum and walking at the same time. Without explaining much, he led me through a dockside warehouse district. I felt uneasy, as if we were being watched. Eventually, we entered a room piled with rubble. Dick called it his office.
Be careful. Don't touch anything. I'm a meticulous housekeeper, and you're gonna have to wear this.
It was some office, but if it led to the place where Dick gets inspired enough to write for Mad Magazine, it was worth it.
Watch this case. Watch that alligator.
Dick claims his humor is socially redeemable because he jabs fun at overblown movies, television, and urban renewal.
You know, I was so worried it was going to rain today. Well, rain or shine, we do these things. Hey, you know what? I want to go get a cup of coffee.
Dick's grasp of life's absurdities seems to attract a very small number of intellectual readers.
Vinny, it's okay. We're coming in.
We finally entered his sanctum sanctorum of inspiration, the place where he writes his biting satire. The odd little man from Mad who has made a nation recoil with laughter by spitting on its sacred cows, and who once said, "Enough is enough," writes in a disco.
Hey, Dick, who is this guy?
This guy? I thought this guy's with you.
No, he's not with us. Who is he? I mean, he's been following us around. Who are you, buddy?
Well, I saw all the people coming in here and all the television equipment and everything like that. It looked like a lot of fun.
Hey, it is a lot of fun. Hey, you want a job?
Sure.
Ah, thank you, baby.
After drinks, Dick read some stuff for us, and funny stuff it was.
It's advice to the lovely.
Dear Abby.
You think it needs rewrite? I have 5 more pages of this stuff.
The truth on Mad Magazine was now all too clear. Dick D and the other idiots at Mad were all quite mad. But in an insane world, that seems to make sense.
This is Dick DiBartolo, critic at Small. Actually, I'm your new improved critic at Small. Why am I new improved? Well, I'm really not. It's my way of cashing in on everything in the world today that seems to be new improved. What I want to know is this. If a product today is new improved, how come the product it replaced wasn't marked old, unimproved? Now I want to show you a product that has an advanced formula. This is crossed with the advanced formula. How come old cross toothpaste didn't announce it had a backward formula? And this product, Visk. It gets your whole wash clean. Did old Visk only get the socks and handkerchiefs clean? And how about Acrid Extra Dry? This container boasts improved dry formula. Don't you think in the past we should have seen Acrid Extra Dry advertising their unimproved wet formula? And here's a box of Ain. Ain tells us it's new, clean smelling. Seems like the old box of Ain should have said something like old, foul smelling. And here's Griff Liquid Wax. See their big boast in black and orange? Cleans and shines. What did old Griff do? Dirty and dim? And last we have Atax. Atax is for total color. You remember old Atax, don't you? It only used to clean the blue and green. Well, until we meet next time, I'll sign off as the old and dull Dick DiBartolo. The next time you see me, I'll be the new and bright Dick DiBartolo. I'm sure it's something you're not going to want to miss. Well, pretend like you're not going to miss it. Okay? Till next time, Dick DiBartolo, critic at Small, reminding you our phone is always open for your calls and your comments. Bye. Operator, a person-to-person collect obscene phone call, please. Tampa, Florida. Anybody 18 to 25 years old? Hi, this is Dick DiBartolo, your critic at Small. Today we're going to talk about commercials. No, we're not going to show you any commercials. Well, not any regular commercials anyway. You ever wonder what it's like kind of backstage when they're shooting a commercial? Well, we did too, and that's why we got a hold of a complete commercial. All of the commercial, not just the edited, completed sections you always see on TV. Let's roll that videotape.
And one was 1,000, 3,000, 4,000 speed.
10. Hi, I'm standing in a totally private backyard waiting for an innocent couple to walk on by. Now, since television time is so expensive, I think I see an innocent couple coming this way now. Excuse me, I wonder if I could ask your names?
Hi, Tom Innocent.
Hi, Edna Innocent.
And I have another question to ask you. When you have dinner, which do you prefer? Rice or rooftop stuffing?
Oh, definitely rice.
I'd like to ask you another question. Do you think you'd ever like to see yourself on television?
Sure.
Well, if I'm selling rooftop stuffing and you answered rice, do you think you'll ever see yourself on television? So why don't you just... Hi, I'm in a totally private backyard waiting for an innocent couple to walk on by. And I think I see an innocent couple now. I wonder if I could ask your name?
Tommy Innocent.
Edna Innocent.
And I have another question for you. When you're having dinner, which do you prefer? Rice or rooftop stuffing?
Wolf-top stuffing.
Rooftop stuffing. Ha ha! You heard it. The man preferred rooftop stuffing. You will too. When you go shopping, get brand new rooftop stuffing. So that's what an entire commercial looks like. From time to time here on Critic at Small, we're going to show you entire commercials. Till next time, I just want to remind you that our phone lines are always open to receive your calls and your comments. This is Vicky Bartolo, Critic at Small, saying bye. Operator, I'd like to bill this to an unknown third party, if possible, please. Hi, this is Vic D. Bartolo, your critic at Small. You know, lots of kids write letters to Santa Claus, but did you know that they also write letters to God? Did you ever wonder if God answered their letters? We did too, and our research looked into it, and they found out that he does. As a matter of fact, we have proof. We have some letters from God to children. We thought we'd share some with you. Dear Bruce, I'm sorry it rained last Sunday when you were supposed to have your Boy Scout hike. I'm sorry, but I cannot send you a copy of my guaranteed long-range forecast. Faithfully, God. And this one, Dear Jerry, I do spend a lot of time in Brooklyn, but that was not me you saw on the IND subway last Saturday afternoon. Thank you, God. And this one, Dear Mary, my notes about your behavior are written in the big book in indelible ink, but thank you anyway for the nice eraser. And Lisa, your forthcoming trip to California sounds very exciting. I would love to see you too, but TWA does not stop here on the way to Los Angeles. Thank you, God. And dear Susie, I know you have doubts about my existence, but in the future, please do not address your letters to Occupant Care of Heaven. You know, I wrote a letter to God also, and believe it or not, I did get a reply. It said, Dear Dick, get your own network show. You're lucky I let you on cable. And the only reason I let you do that is to get even for some of the terrible things they said about me. Love, God. And then he said, P.S. I cannot send you an 8x10 of the two of us together for your publicity campaign. That was the letter. I was wondering if perhaps I could get a shot of his son and myself. No, I guess not. Well, until next time, this is your critic at Small, Dick D. Bartolo, saying our phone lines are always open. Bye. Hi, this is Vic D. Bartolo, critic at Small. There's an interesting trend in this country, and that trend is when a company comes out with a product that is new, unique, and convenient. Other companies copy it until they ruin a good thing. Take boiled bag food, for example. Here's a real convenience food. Take it from the freezer, put it in a pot of boiling water, and in 15 minutes you have a head start on a good meal. With a couple of boiled bags, you have an entire dinner. But already, in the desire to cash in on something that is really good and successful, I'm sure somewhere, some manufacturer is planning on introducing new boiled bag goodies that are not going to make it. This is what my spies have uncovered. A small company in New England is test marketing boiled bag liver. Now, I don't know if you feel about liver the way I do, but I'd rather eat the bag than the liver any day. We have something else here that I think isn't going to make it. Boiled bag strawberry shortcake. Come on, what are we going to see next, folks? Boiled bag Jell-O. Boiled bag Jell-O. I just mentioned it, and already somebody stole my idea. We have something really unique for bachelors and for people who live alone. It's something new. Boiled bag leftovers. And I've come across a product that is so weird, it might really take off and make $1 million, or it's going to die immediately. There's no middle ground with something like this. Boil bag hot water. And I think the most interesting product is this. It's for someone in the entertainment field. It's called Boil Bag Closing Announcements. Had this in the water just a little while ago. I think we boiled it too long. Well, until next time, I want you to remember our phone line is always open. Remember, this is Critic at Small, Dick DiBartolo. Operator? Yeah, I want all the Nielsen phone numbers, please, the Nielsen family. Yeah, one at a time. $50 a family? $100 a family? Not to. I can't do it, and I'm sick of it. Get someone else to do it. Now, when are we going to start this?
You're on.
Hi, Dick DiBartolo, Critic at Small. Just talking to some of the guests that are going to be on this series. The man out there is wonderful. Robert Benson is going to tell you everything you want to know about getting along with your fellow man. I was just out there. He really had a lot of good suggestions. We're also going to show you new products. You know about the cameras that take pictures in 10 seconds? Coming in about 3 years, a brand new thing. Go to your photo store and tell them what you want photos of, and they will have them. This is a test reel. This is Dick and Aunt Betsy in New Jersey on a picnic in 1983. We'll have lots more products like that. And then we'll have the serious side. We'll examine topics and tell you what you can do about your problems. So we look forward to seeing you here at Critic at Large.
Small.
Small? I always thought it was Critic at... Is Critic at Small? Oh, Dick DiBartolo, Critic at Small. Okay. We didn't run out of tape? Great.
You're supposed to be very careful with it, or else it would break.
Hi. You know, every year the major networks take millions of dollars and a lot of talent to turn out some real trashy comedies. What we're going to show you is that we can take a couple of dollars and a little bit of talent and turn out some real trashy comedy. Watch.
Dick DiBartolo, a name you've heard 1,000 times. Okay, 100 times. Well, maybe 12 times. Okay, so you never heard it before, but you're hearing it now, and you'll be hearing it again. Dick is the man who invented Little League Poker for teenagers. He has helped set the fashion industry back 50 years. And he was recently voted the man television executives would most like to see on radio. But who is Dick DiBartolo?
Probably an Irish setter.
Off the wall, I mean really off the wall.
57 Chevy's Vice President.
Didn't scare me.
Irish setter.
The campaign manager for presidential hopeful Alfred E. Lee.
His campaign headquarters are in Tahiti, South Pacific. And that's where we're taking contributions, just cash only. I'll tell you, Alfred is going to do something that no other candidate has done. We were not going to actually talk about this, but I'll tell you about it. Right. Alfred's paying $10 a vote. Flat, no questions asked, $10 a vote. Cash, any place you want, street corners, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, you got it.
Can we talk with the candidate?
No, I'm afraid that Alfred has secluded himself. He doesn't, the press has distorted everything he said, and secondly, he is locked himself in the washroom for the 3rd time today.
What kind of man is Alfred?
Is Alfred married, by the way?
Alfred is married and separated, but we don't like to talk about that.
Then, should he win the election, I mean, who would move into the White House with him?
Probably a different girl every night.
How does Alfred stand on foreign affairs?
Alfred is going to stick to the girls here in the U.S. for at least the first year. And then, you know, if he's overseas on a junket, what Alfred does, I mean, in his own time, is his own business.
That should pretty much do it. Realistically, what do you think the chances are right now?
I don't really have a prayer in hell. But the thing is, the fight is the issue. And also the cash doesn't hurt.
Richard DiBartolo, this is God. I want you to have your own show on cable television.
Amazing. So elegant.
I think an Irish setter.
Wow.
Family secret. So far, we've been on the air for 26 hours. We have raised $100 for the Strawberry Rash Foundation. Everybody would phone in now. Right. Just $1 million pledge. We could meet our goal by tonight.
Dick had his name on Broadway, but that was when his name was General Electric. He was nominated for an Emmy for Best Performance in Bribing the Academy. Dick takes criticism well, and he's a pussycat if there are any script revisions. But is it all fun and games with Dick? No, Dick is also a serious businessman. He carries an attaché case with his important papers. Audiences love him, especially the older folks. They feel Dick is right on their wavelength. He has them rolling in the aisles. And teenagers, too, adore Dick. They hang on his every word. They bubble over with enthusiasm. People love to watch Dick. They bust with laughter. He's a nose above the others. That's Dick as the interviewee. But what is he like as the interviewer? We'll show you right after this important message.
Are you illiterate? Do you not know how to read and write? Well, if you cannot read and write, get a pencil and paper and write to this address. Boy, am I stupid. 134 Monophonic Drive, Persimmon, Wyoming. Do it today.
If you are paying any attention at all, you know that this is Dick as the interviewee. Now let's see how he handles himself as the interviewer. Shown here with his guest, Mr. Katz. Dick is suave, sophisticated, totally in command of the situation. Dick is always bending over backwards to help those around him. Backstage, things are always in order when Dick works. There's nothing pretentious about Dick. His face is unforgettable, and we suspect his ratings will be just like his body, invisible.
All right, let's take it from the top.
Want to fall in love? What better time of year, right? Then turn on to SCTV this Saturday night at 9 for The Love Spirit. Watch this.
She's coming home for Christmas, we can't wait. So what's the excuse? She's coming without a date. But this year we won't let it get us down. Our gift to Lola and you is something we found. We're giving the love spirit. And this is the key to the groove. Let your body get hot and move.
Not bad, huh?
You're the best, Jewel.
We're talking Christmas special. Who said you spend 1/3 of your life asleep in bed? Yes, but asleep? Not this Saturday night at 9 when the love spirit of Love's Past comes and takes you back.
Baby, baby, my heart's freezing cold.
I'm all alone, I got no love this season. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. I'm crying my eyes black and blue. Ding, dong, ding. All I want's a wedding ring. I'm so sorry I frustrated you. Boo, boo, boo. If it's really what you want, I'm gonna say she hates you. Boo, boo, boo.
love bug.
Oh, love bug. You get the point, sweetheart.
Well, just in case, the love spirit wants to show you love's present. You've admitted you don't love me. This is your Christmas present. Gonna be a frosty snow girl. I'm gonna deck your house. Wait till I shake your tree, boy. I'll break the Christmas vault. I know all about your angel. I'll serve a mistletoe. But I think it's time you found out which way the cold wind blows. Have we had enough with the sliding pictures or what? I mean, maybe it's just me, but shouldn't we see Jewel? Feel better? Good. Okay, so where was I? No, don't stop. Just keep rolling. Follow the script? You think anybody's going to think this isn't in the script?
Lola, maybe we should start again.
Do we have time?
No!
Okay, so, that's right. The Love Spirit, my very special Christmas special. We're taken back to love's past. We're forced to see all too clearly love's present. I know it's going to touch you where you belong. And we even take a moment to think about love's future. Nothing's changed on my own. It's Christmas 19. I don't even know what year it is. I just know I'm still alone. Try too hard, ask too much, love so many. Did you even think what I have done for the sake of one man? Oh, go ahead, enjoy the love you have. As long as I'm here to entertain you. Someone to feel sorry for, is that what you're looking for?
Lola!
What do you want? I don't need you. I don't need anybody. I guess I was wrong. Julie and I have worked together since 1963.
Look, that doesn't date us. We could have been 10 years old for all you know.
And never once did anything happen between us until this Christmas special. Something just hit us.
Each other.
This is my first Christmas in love, and I want to share that love spirit with you this Saturday.
Remember, this Saturday night at 9, Lola Heatherson's especially special Christmas special, The Love Spirit.
I love you, Jewel Hallmeyer. I want to bear your children.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jewel, it doesn't mean anything. I think it is.
Coming this Christmas holiday on the SC...